Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dark Anime Robin. In this video, I'll be doing my part 2 review for the Soul of Chogokin GX-112 RepliGaiGar and option set from the King of Braves GaoGaiGar Final. And this set is manufactured by Bandai Tamashii Nation. And in this video, you will see how this set can work with the GX-68 GaoGaiGar and how they can how this option set from this set can work with that other set, as well as how the Gao machine from that set can combine with RepliGaiGar and Stealth Go 2 here to form RepliGaiGar. And here we have the GX-68 set GaoGaiGar, which is what gonna help put this other set here to its full potential. As you can see here, at the core of this figure here, there's the real galleon or Gaiga. So this set can combine with RepliGaiGar here, form the RepliGaiGar along with the Stealth Go 2 here. And before we work on that combination, let's first complete Stealth Go 2 here. Also from the GX-112 set, Stealth Go here is actually missing a pair of engine. That's not included in there, but instead it's included in the GX-68 set. And the pair of engine that actually turn into GaoGaiGar's forearms here. So now I'm gonna remove these arms and attach them onto Stealth Go 2 here, so everyone can see how the complete form of Stealth Go should be like. And now see the forearms have been removed from GaoGaiGar and reverted to their engine form, and Stealth Go 2 have been removed from the stand. Now I'm gonna attach the engines to Stealth Go 2. So first we flip this Stealth Go over here, and we need to open up the panel here and then take out this piece here. Close the panel, do the same on this side. Then close it again. So these parts here, that's the part where you have to slide the engines on. Okay, there we go. Do the same with the other one. Now we have the complete Stealth Go 2 here. This is the complete Stealth Go 2 set on the stand. And now I will disassemble GaoGaiGar here and mix the parts needed to combine with RepliGaiGar here and Stealth Go to there to form the RepliGaiGar. And let me show everyone real quick the back of the GX-112 box. And these are what we are trying to combine these figures into. This is RepliGaiGar, and this is Star GaoGaiGar, the real GaoGaiGar combined with the parts from this set. So here we have drill go that's already turned into the legs of GaoGaiGar or RepliGaiGar, and RepliGaiGar here, linear go, which turns into the arms and the shoulders of GaoGaiGar, as well as Stealth Go 2. And here's the helmet, well, actually mask helmet that will turn into head of GaoGaiGar, and we're gonna now put them together to become the RepliGaiGar. And this combination in the Anna is initiated by calling out final fusion. And we will begin by transforming RepliGaiGar here. And for this transformation, it's probably best if you keep the lion jaw closed, so that you probably won't damage it by accident with all the moving around. Now this switch here, you have to press it so the leg can fit into the drill go section. And this can be slightly tricky to fit in perfectly. Okay, there we go. And now we do it to the other leg. Yeah, as you can see, it can be kind of tricky for the first time, but here we go. Oops. Okay, got it. So that's it for the leg combination. Now let's move on to fitting in liner go so it becomes Repli GaoGaiGar's shoulder and arm. First thing we have to do is change RepliGaiGar's arm here. You flip them. To the back here. There we go. Next, we have to change we have to lift up the RepliGaiGar's head first. Oh. Okay, there we go. You have to first move up the head. Why? Because you see these two hinges here. Those are needed in order to stabilize this liner go inside Repli GaoGaiGar. As you can see, these two opening here, those are gonna be where these two hinges are gonna fit into, so it can fit tightly in RepliGaiGar. Now, first you have to press it a little further. See, so now you hear that sound. That was to open up this back panel on that side. So now see the two openings on the back. These are gonna help with the combination later. And now come up here and close the head. Again, want to make sure these are gonna fit with the hinges, so that the liner go part is gonna stay tight. And if you hear that clicking sound, that should mean you got it right, that it's fitted in. And now, the next part, we're gonna take the stealth go tool. It's gonna become the back and the wings of Repli GaoGaiGar here. Now, before we actually attach the stealth go tool, the first thing we should do is put the helmet in place. See this hole and this circular hinge here. That's where you have to fit. It can be a little tricky there. Now this helmet is gonna be inside stealth go tool. And just wait till we put it onto the back of this whole body here. And in order to put stealth go tool onto Repli GaoGaiGar's back, we need another support piece. It's also from the GX-112 set. This is the piece that needs to go on the back and be fitted into the two openings in the back. See these two hinges, and so you have to fit these into the opening here. They're gonna be like a part of support structure for connecting Stealth Go 2 and Repli GaoGaiGar here. Now, you can open up this back panel here and take all the helmet headset. And this piece here, close up some of its panel parts, and then just push it inward like this. And so this whole section here, see, and the whole arm and these other parts, it's gonna be kind of like a giant hinge that I need to fit into that section. However, let me apologize, there was a step apparently I missed earlier. So this is like a switch you have to pull down, so this way. So you pull the whole leg down, so RepliGaiGar's legs will be a little longer than they appear to be. So now the legs are gonna have slightly more mobility when the combination is finished. And now let's attach this onto the back. And another thing to pay attention, see these other two opening here, that's where the extra support structure that we put on RepliGaiGar's back is gonna fit into. Okay, you heard that clicking, so everything's fit into place. And now we pull the shoulder up. Oops! And although the hinge can be kind of heavy, so you want to keep holding on these, make sure they don't fall. So now we're nearing the final steps where we have to put these lion mane like armor parts onto either side of the Repli Galleon's head, and then pull the helmet up, as well as move up these engine piece to become the forearms of Repli GaoGaiGar. So here. Okay, there we go. And then the next thing to do is open up the underside of Go compartment to get the arms done. can be tricky to get the arm down. It's like down up there very tight. You probably need to use some tool to help you. We have this tool from the GX-68 set. This is again a tool that can help you with transforming these parts. Yeah, again, it's very tricky. Okay, I got it. Unfortunately, like earlier when I was trying to get this piece out, another piece from the engine fell here. But it's just a simple snapback on, no big deal. So now, next step is to attach the engines onto the arms to become forearms. But first, we're gonna remove the panel from the engines so the hands of RepliGaiGar can be attached on. Now, just here, got the right arm on, and remember how we lift down the panel in order to attach the engine pieces. Now we're gonna open that panel back on and put the attachment piece away. And do the same here after we attach the arm on. And now the combination is pretty much complete. So let's first attach the hands on either side of RepliGaiGar here. So these are the hands. Now, finally, gonna close down the helmet to finally complete the combination here. Okay, there we go. finally, we have the Repli GaoGaiGar or Star Repli GaoGaiGar completed. Now that we have completed the Repli GaoGaiGar here, there's another piece from the option set we can utilize for this figure, and that is this alternate GaoGaiGar headpiece. So before attaching this on, let me show everyone here. So in this regular head, the GaoGaiGar's eyes is very small. So now let's see what happens if we change it with this alternate head. Now in order to change his head, not only you have to remove this helmet piece, you also have to completely remove the RepliGaiGar's head here. You have to first take out this head. And remove this helmet here piece. And then just attach the base of the helmet here to this to fit in here, and also attach the head onto the neck part. Now this is how the alternate head looks once attached. So from the far side it may not look any different, but if we look closely, this one has better appearance for the eyes of GaoGaiGar here. And in this form, well, there's not a lot of flexibility with the wings. The engines, however, can be tilted a bit. So this way, it's like you can portray the thrusting direction of the engines. And if we wanted to, we could remove the engines from the wings. So it's like an alternate form for the figure. Although obviously this will look slightly less imposing. Now let's connect the Repli Star GaoGaiGar here with the stand here. And the way to do that is we have a connector here, which is gonna be set atop on this stand, and then we're gonna this Repli stock GaoGaiGar on top here, underneath in a slightly embarrassing position. There we go. So with this, you can set this whole figure on a good display once you find a good spot. Now we're gonna set up the attack pose of Broken Phantom by using this connector here to set up the Phantom ring on this side, connecting with Repli stock GaoGaiGar's right hand. First, we obviously remove the ring from the engine here. And now you have to put the connector on. And then this ring goes on the arm. This part can be tricky because you can't see underneath the arm. But actually, this way. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna set up the defensive move Protect War by setting up on the left arm with another connector using this other ring here. And once again, we put the connector onto the ring. Again, we find the slot underneath the arm and put this through. Now we got the hand open here. Another funny part about these things, it can be the flexibility also come with a loose structure, so just got to put this back on here. There we go. So this is a move for Protect War. And actually, we have to close the thumb here. So now that's more accurate. This is the move Star GaoGaiGar can use to generate a force field to bounce back the enemy's energy attack, or if it's a physical attack, you can just deflect the attack. So obviously in this case, Repli Star GaoGaiGar can copy it. These are the basic features of Repli GaoGaiGar or Repli Star GaoGaiGar. So now I'm gonna replace the Repli GaiGar or Repli Galleon with the real GaiGar and Galleon from GX-68 set and show everyone how the real Star GaoGaiGar look like. So here we have the real Star GaoGaiGar. And we have one more piece from the GX-112 set that can work with the Galleon from GX-68 set. That's these here. These are the miniature figure set for Mamaru, or the major character from the GaoGaiGar series, the alien young boy whose power is responsible for the technology that eventually was created GaoGaiGar here. So we have this miniature figure here that represents him in his full power form. This translucent figure, it's like him glowing with his green power, with his butterfly-like wings. And we have this base that's supposed to be set inside the Galleon's lion mouth. And here's a support structure connecting them. Here, just have to put this on. And here, and this goes in Galleon's mouth, so this will portray like Mamaru flying in front of GaoGaiGar, or Star GaoGaiGar. Here we go. See how the Mamaru minifigure is kind of like floating in front of Galleon's lion face here. The support structure is set inside the mouth, and because it's translucent, so it's barely visible, and you kind of have to close Galleon's jaw a bit in order to secure this piece. Otherwise, it could just become loose and fall out of place. This covers all the features and capabilities of the Soul of Chogokin GX-112 set, and you've seen how they can work with the GX-68 GaoGaiGar components. And if you have the GX-68, and this is probably really good for you to collect the GX-112 set as well. The main reason being, with both sets, you can form the combinations and the poses I've shown in this video. And while I currently do not have, but I know there is another Soul of Chogokin set with the option parts we've seen from this set. It's numbered as GX-68X, where there's also the Star GaoGaiGar component, such as the Stealth Go 2 here, and all the engine parts. Pretty much everything you've seen in this set, with the exception of RepliGaiGar or RepliGaiGar. And in that other set, you would also have the Gatling driver, a special dimensional shifting tool for GaoGaiGar from the anime series. And if you already have that set, you probably wouldn't be too interested in collecting this one. However, here's a few reasons why I would say it's still a good thing to consider getting this set. The number one reason being, obviously, that there's the RepliGaiGar or RepliGaiGar, and with it and the Gao machine parts from GX-68 set, you can form the RepliGaiGar or Repli Star GaoGaiGar, and therefore you can have a Venom to pose for like an enemy to pose with your other GaoGaiGar collection. And especially there's also the Soul of Chogokin set for GaoGaiGar, also from the GaoGaiGar final series, and in that series, Repli Star GaoGaiGar fights with GaoGaiGar. So have this set, you can again recreate a hero versus villain kind of display. So that'd be a big plus. And another reason this set is more practical is that other set only has the special feature of Gatling driver, and again, while it's an important tool for GaoGaiGar in the anime series, it's not necessarily a weapon, so it can't really do a lot of special poses with it. One other thing this set does better than the GX-68X option set are the rings for specifically the phantom rings for the Stealth Go engine. In this set, they're painted as like a real metallic gold, but there's no like mirror reflection here, and in that other set, these rings have been painted to be like golden mirror, while that is kind of interesting. They are not accurate as they would be from the anime series. So overall, I would argue the GX-112 options set component is more useful for you for portraying or recreating scenes from the GaoGaiGar final anime series, or even just the GaoGaiGar anime series. There is also another difference, that is the design for the stand. While there's also a stand that's shaped exactly like this one from the GX-68X set, that stand is kind of made to color as translucent green, pretty much the same as the engine pods like these, and that may make the display a little less imposing, but of course it's up to the collector yourself to decide if which is more fitting for you to use for display with the GaoGaiGar figures here. Regardless, if you have the GX-68 set, would be definitely a good thing if you consider getting the GX-112 set as well. However, if you do not have the GX-68 set, it's not a good thing to get the GX-112 set at all, because it'd be basically an incomplete set. But overall, these sets work well together, and for any fans or collector who love GaoGaiGar, I would recommend you consider getting these sets so you can again put on a lot of good display with these parts and figures. This concludes my part 2 review for the Soul of Chogokin GX-112 RepliGaiGar and option set in its combination with parts from GX-68 GaoGaiGar set to form Repli's Star GaoGaiGar and Star GaoGaiGar. And if you missed the part 1 review, you will find a link in the description box of this video. And thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. And please check out other videos from my channel. If you have any question, please leave them in the comment section. I will answer with the best of my knowledge and ability.